Maize, a crop that has become both a boon and a bane for Punjab. While it promises higher yields, it also intensifying the state's already critical groundwater crisis. Hi, I am Deepan Puriwal and you're watching the Savera. This year, the area under spring maize cultivation in Punjab has grown significantly, reaching around 1.80 to 1.90 lakh hectares, up from 1.50 lakh hectares last year. The trend is worrying, especially as spring maize requires a heavy amount of irrigation. Experts say that it can demand anywhere from 5 to 19 irrigation cycles depending on soil type and weather conditions. This water-intensive crop is growing alongside paddy, further straining Punjab's already depleted groundwater reserves. Farmers in regions like Hoshiarpur are able to grow maize with fewer irrigation cycles due to moisture-retaining soil here. However, in other areas like Jalandhar, the crop requires as many as 15 to 16 irrigations, exacerbating the strain on groundwater. Some farmers have even had to deepen their tube wells to over 100 feet. Experts warn that the peak irrigation demand of spring maize coincides with the hottest months of the year, which only worsen the situation. Dr. Amreek Singh, who is Chief Agriculture Officer of Gurdaspur, has stated that the expense of spring maize is unsustainable, urging farmers to consider less water-intensive alternatives. On the other hand, Kharif maize sown during the monsoon is far more water efficient, requiring just 3 to 4 irrigations. However, the area under Kharif maize has drastically decreased in recent years. From 1.05 lakh hectares a decade ago, the area has now fallen to just 80,000 hectares in 2024. Now, this decline is largely due to the higher economic returns offered by spring maize, which can yield nearly double the quantity compared to Kharif maize. This shift to spring maize, despite its heavy water demands, is driven by the higher yield and the absence of government support for maize cultivation compared to paddy. Punjab's groundwater table is in serious danger, with the Central Groundwater Board warning that the state could run out of groundwater within the next 2 decades if current trends continue. Experts like Hanuman Sahayjat, who is director of the Indian Institute of Maize Research, emphasizes that while Kharif maize presents a sustainable solution, the growing preference for spring maize is causing further depletion of groundwater resources. He suggests that Punjab must focus on developing high-quality maize seeds and better infrastructure, such as drying facilities, to support the crop diversification strategy. As the state grapples with these complex challenges, the future of Punjab's agriculture and water resources depends on finding a balance between crop yields and sustainable water use. We'll continue to monitor it. Stay tuned.